I'm going to take the board completely out of this, give the case a good clean. That just clips off by the looks of things. Disconnect cable back. Yeah, the AV cable I've got plugged in there for the SCART. I bought that separately, I think it was about 2 or 3 quid. I didn't want him messing around with the RF, you know, it's not the best way of getting output on these things really. SCART looks pretty good on the TV, so I'm pleased with that. Okay, I've got a screw down there. I'll just get these screws out and I'll pull the board out. Right, I've got the board out. I don't think in this case that the slot is particularly dirty, and the pins, you know, the little prongs that grab the cart don't look bent or anything like that, which is what I'd suspected it was going to be like. It's actually in very, very good condition. What the cause is here, and I don't know whether this is going to show up, I'll try and zoom in a little bit, but you might be able to see it already, some of those pins are looking a bit grey. And yeah, if you look at certain lights, what you've got is the start of, some of them are actually dry joints. It's not going to come out very well on here because the zoom on this is not very good. It doesn't really have a good macro mode or anything like that, this camera. But what I'm going to do is just solder these, clean the board, clean the inside of the case, and then clean the outside of the case, reassemble, and we should be good to go. Managed to find a super macro mode on this. Don't know whether that's very clear. There are definitely many dry joints on there. Might not come out very well. Let's see what it looks like. Anyway, my soldering iron's heated up now, so I'm going to resolder these. Right, it's taken me a little longer than expected. I've probably spent 15-20 minutes-ish on this. I resoldered the cartridge pin, the pins on the cartridge port. I also did the pins on the CPU because there's a few dodgy ones there, and I don't know whether it's because of the pressure, you know, pushing the cartridge in and out there, it's like puts a bit of pressure on the board, and whether things that are directly nearby suffer from the same sort of fatigue stress. Same with this DRAM chip here. That one looks alright, although I probably could do with doing. I'm going to leave it for the moment because there's quite a lot of pins that look very similar, but they're definitely not dry joints. I also did the ones on the potentiometer for the volume, the switch, where's it gone? Is it that there, the on-off switch, and the 2 regulators. I'd probably normally clean this up with a bit of isopropyl, so you wouldn't even be able to tell. There's a bit of flux, sort of residue left over there, but they're nice clean solder points. It might not look it from the camera, but they are. I've hardly used any solder at all. And the solder I use is contains flux. I use leaded solder. None of this leaded-free stuff that people use these days because it doesn't last as long as leaded solder. I've had this reel for God knows how long now. So I'm just going to clean up the case now and reassemble that and test it. In order to clean this, there's nothing really special needed. There's all sorts of different cleaning sort of chemicals and things you can use. I just use a bottle of this. It's just an old empty bottle that I've reused, and just fill it with a tiny little bit of washing liquid, a bit of water. Sprayed it on there, wipe that off. You can see it came out pretty. But you can see that's pretty black. That is pretty clean now. Don't need to do anything else with that. And I'm just more or less going to do the same with this. Just spray a bit of that in, and just give it a wipe with some kitchen roll wheel until I get all of the bits of dirt out the corners and things, and they should come up like new. Yeah, that's after cleaning. You can see both sides. It's come up pretty well. That I'm going to reassemble now. One thing you can do is just use a bit of sandpaper like this to clean the cartridge port. Right, the board's back in now. I just thought I'd mention a couple of other things quickly. I put some WD-40 on the volume slider as well, and resoldered the power connector to the back. When I had the board out, I also resoldered the points on the joystick port and the 3.5mm audio as well. Just for good measure, really. Anything where you've got inputs and outputs, physical, you know, where you're plugging connections in and out of the thing, then, you know, it's always worth redoing those. Lid's come pretty clean, so I'll just get all the screws back in and the top shield, and we should be done. Okay, all done. Finishing touches. I tend to use this stuff, plastics. That gets rid of any scratches. I mean, I don't know, you could see them previously. There are a few little scratches around here, scratches on there, and quite a lot of scratching to the front of the case. And the rest of it's come up like new. Everything's come off, every single mark's gone. And then I finish it off with some of this stuff, which is just a silicone wax. Well, again, automotive stuff. Let's just see if it works. Plug it in. It's hopefully it'll be okay. Power. video. Excellent. Right, it's been on for about an hour now, no problems, looking great, still playing great. I decided to take the controller to pieces and give this a clean as well, because it's pretty dirty and there's something rattling. I think it's a plastic fitting or something broken, but it works fine. So I'm just going to strip this down and see what we find. See what the mystery bit is. There we go. Yeah, a couple of black bits of plastic there. Probably off around the D-pad somewhere. Not really sure where those have come from actually. Oh yeah, edges of the D-pad. You can just see that. Got two edges chipped off there. I suspect that'll be okay. It'll probably work fine. I'll probably just super glue them back on actually to give it a bit of a clean. Right, I pretty much cleaned this pad up now. You can see it's a hell of a lot cleaner. I've got some silicone on there and I'm done. So I can turn this upside down, you can just about see it. It's looking pretty good. I'm just waiting for the start button now. I've been a bit anal and I've put some hydrogen peroxide. It's in the other room, sort of just soaking because it's got a bit yellowed on the end, sort of grey. So I'll leave that for 20 minutes. I've super glued those two bits that were broken off the sides of that. There's not much force goes into that when it's pressing on the D-pad, so I suspect that that's actually happened in transit. Those two bits of plastic that broke off there. Then you can see that top part and the bottom part there. Actually, there's left and right. So okay, just wait for that start button and we're all done. Just as a side note, this is how I'm actually speeding up the process of de-yellowing that button with a bit of H2O2 on it. I thought I'd just put it on for 5 or 10 minutes on here and hopefully it should be done. Thanks for watching. Hope this has been interesting. Give me a thumbs up or subscribe, whatever. Cheers, see ya.